I remember the moment our relationship with sea days changed forever. My wife and I were on our third cruise since becoming empty nesters. We'd always viewed sea days as something to endure, those in-between days, when you're just waiting to reach the next exciting port. But on this particular morning, something shifted. We woke up without an alarm, stepped onto our private balcony with coffee in hand, and watched as dolphins played in the ship's wake. No rush, no schedule, just us, the open ocean, and absolutely nowhere we had to be. That's when my wife turned to me and said something that changed our entire approach to cruising. I think I've been getting this all wrong. The sea days aren't the boring part of the cruise. They might actually be the best part. She was right. And since that morning, we've completely transformed how we approach sea days. Instead of seeing them as travel days to endure, we now see them as the most precious part of that experience. Days that offer something increasingly rare in our busy world. Unstructured time together in a beautiful setting with endless possibilities. Hi, I'm Eric from Empty Nester Getaways, and today I'm going to share how you can transform sea days from something you tolerate into something you treasure. Whether you're planning your first cruise or your 15th, these insights will help you discover why many experienced cruisers actually look forward to sea days more than port days. Before we dive into specific strategies, let's talk about why sea days deserve your attention in the first place. When we started cruising, we were port collectors. We choose itineraries with the most stops and the fewest sea days possible. We weren't alone. Many travelers approach cruising this way, especially at first. But here's what a lot of experienced cruisers know. Sea days aren't just filler between destinations. They're a unique opportunity that offers three things most of us desperately need, but rarely get in our everyday lives. First, true relaxation without guilt. On a sea day, there's nowhere else you should be. No sights you're missing, no FOMO. The ship itself is your destination, and it's designed to be enjoyed. This creates a rare form of guilt-free relaxation that's almost impossible to find elsewhere. As one couple we met on our Mediterranean cruise put it, at home, even on weekends, there's always something we should be doing. House projects, errands, social obligations. On a sea day, our only responsibility is to enjoy ourselves. Second, reconnection without distraction. Sea days create a unique environment for couples to rediscover each other. Without the constant pull of work emails, household tasks, or even the logistics of exploring a port, you have space to simply be together. I've watched countless couples, including my wife and I, have deeper conversations on sea days than we've had in months at home. There's something about the combination of unstructured time and the calming presence of the ocean that creates the perfect setting for meaningful connection. And third, self-discovery through choice. A modern cruise ship is essentially a floating resort offering dozens of different experiences. Sea days give you the chance to explore interests you might not make time for at home. From art workshops to dance classes, wine tastings to enrichment lectures. Many empty nesters tell us they've discovered new hobbies or interests during sea days that they've continued to pursue long after returning home. It's a safe space to try new things together. When you understand these unique benefits, sea days transform from travel days into valuable experiences in their own right. Experiences that can actually become the highlight of the cruise. The first step in transforming your sea days is making a fundamental mindset shift in how you approach them. This shift begins before you even step on board. Preparation without over-planning. The night before a sea day, my wife and I have developed a simple ritual. After dinner, we grab the ship's daily program. Most cruise lines now have this available on the app if you prefer that. And circle a few activities that interest us. The key word here is few. We never schedule more than 3 specific activities for a sea day, and we make sure they're spaced out. This gives us structure without sacrificing the spontaneity that makes sea days special. For example, on our last cruise, we circled a morning yoga class, an afternoon wine tasting, and an evening show. Everything else was left open for whatever we felt like in that moment. Another mindset shift that transformed our sea days comes from improvisational theater. It's called the yes and approach. Instead of questioning or dismissing ideas, I don't know if I'd enjoy that. We agree to say yes and to each other's suggestions. Would you like to try the glass blowing demonstration? Yes, and Afterward, we could stop by the hot tub on the adults only deck. This simple change creates a spirit of adventure and openness that leads to some pretty unexpected delights. Some of our favorite sea day memories have come from activities one of us initially wasn't so sure about. The balance of together and apart. The third mindset shift involves embracing occasional separation. Many couples feel they should spend every minute together on vacation, but experienced cruisers know that a few hours apart can actually enhance your time together. On sea days, my wife often will spend an hour or so at the gym while I enjoy a quiet coffee and book on our balcony. I might attend a cooking demonstration while she plays some casino slots. Then we reconnect for lunch, each with new experiences to talk about. This balance of together and apart time creates a healthy rhythm that keeps the day fresh and gives you both stories to share when you reconnect. How you start your sea day sets the tone for everything that follows. After dozens of cruises, we've discovered that the morning hours offer unique opportunities that disappear later in the day. There's something truly magical about watching the sunrise at sea. The colors are more vibrant, the air is cleaner, and the deck is usually pretty near empty. Even if you're not normally an early riser, we certainly aren't. It's worth setting an alarm for at least one sea day sunrise. Find a comfortable spot on the promenade deck or your private balcony. Grab some coffee and something warm to wrap around your shoulders. Then simply sit there in comfortable silence as the world transforms around you. This shared moment of beauty creates connection and a sense of peace that can carry through the entire day. As one couple we met said, we've seen sunrises all over the world, but there's something special about a sunrise at sea. It feels like it's happening just for you. The breakfast strategy. Sea days offer a unique opportunity to experience different breakfast venues without rushing. While most passengers default to the buffet every morning, experienced cruisers know that sea days are perfect for exploring alternatives. Try the main dining room for a leisurely served breakfast with ocean views. Book a specialty restaurant if your ship offers breakfast options there, or even order room service breakfast to enjoy on your balcony. Most cruise lines offer that. Some at no additional charge, a lot of them these days are charging. But it might just be worth it to do it once. The key is to make breakfast an experience rather than just another meal. Take your time. Enjoy multiple cups of coffee. Have conversations that go beyond planning the day's activities. The empty ship exploration. One of our favorite sea day morning activities is what we call empty ship exploration. Between 8 a.m. and 10 a.m., most passengers are either sleeping or at breakfast. So the ship's most coveted spaces are often nearly empty. This is your chance to enjoy the pool with no competition for loungers, hopefully, soak in hot tubs without crowds or kids, or take photos of public spaces without strangers in the background. You can even explore the ship's art collection or architectural details without navigating around other passengers. This is also the perfect time to find your spot, a special location that will become your go-to retreat throughout the cruise. For us, a lot of times it's a specific set of loungers on the promenade deck that offer the perfect balance of sun and shade. We discovered them during our morning exploration on our first sea day, and they became our place on pretty much every cruise since. As the day progresses, sea days take on a different energy. The afternoon offers its own unique opportunities for enjoyment if you know how to navigate them. The art of strategic scheduling. By midday, most public areas of the ship are pretty busy. This is when strategic scheduling makes all the difference. While most passengers flock to the pool deck after lunch, experienced cruisers know this is the perfect time to enjoy some indoor activities that might be crowded at other times. For example, the spa often offers sea day specials for afternoon appointments. The ship's library or card room typically has plenty of space, and specialty venues like the thermal suite or adults-only areas tend to be less crowded while the main pool is at its busiest. We've found that alternating between popular and less frequented areas throughout the day ensures we never feel overwhelmed by the crowds, even on the largest ships. The enrichment opportunity. Sea afternoons are also ideal for enrichment activities, those experiences that leave you feeling like you've gained something beyond just relaxation. Most premium and luxury cruise lines offer excellent lecture series featuring experts in history, art, or the region you're sailing. Culinary demonstrations, wine tastings, and art workshops are also common afternoon offerings. These activities provide not only entertainment, but also meaningful learning experiences that you can take home with you. We still make the pasta recipe we learned during a culinary demonstration on a Mediterranean cruise 3 years ago. The balance of activity and rest. The key to afternoon enjoyment is balancing activity with rest. We've learned to alternate between stimulating experiences and periods of relaxation. For example, we might attend a lecture at 1 o'clock, followed by an hour of reading on our balcony, then join a trivia game at 3 o'clock before relaxing in the thermal suite at 4. This relaxation keeps the day interesting while preventing the fatigue that can come from overscheduling. Remember, it's perfectly acceptable, even advisable, to schedule an afternoon nap on your sea day. There's something uniquely luxurious about falling asleep to the gentle motion of the ship in the middle of the afternoon, knowing you have nowhere else to be. As one cruise director told us, the passengers who enjoy sea days most are those who understand that doing nothing is a valid activity choice, perhaps the most valuable one of all. As the sun begins to set, sea days transform once again. The evening hours offer perhaps the richest opportunities for creating lasting memories if you approach them with intention. Just as sunrise offers a special start to your day, sunset provides a meaningful transition into evening. Finding a west-facing spot to watch the sun sink into the ocean should be a priority on every sea day. Many ships offer sunset viewing spots that remain surprisingly uncrowded. The bow of the ship, if accessible, the promenade deck, or a quiet bar with ocean views can all provide perfect sunset vantage points. My wife and I have made sunset watching a ritual on every cruise. We find our spot about 15, maybe 30 minutes before the sun is scheduled to set, order a drink, and simply be present together as day transitions into night. These quiet moments of shared beauty have become some of our most treasured cruise memories. Sea days provide unique dining opportunities that differ from port days. Without the fatigue of shore excursions, you're more likely to fully appreciate a special dining experience. This makes sea day evenings ideal for booking specialty restaurants, particularly those that offer a more leisurely, multi-course experience. The unhurried nature of a sea day allows you to fully savor both the food and the conversation without watching the clock. If you prefer the main dining room, which we do, sea days are perfect for requesting a table for two rather than shared seating. This creates space for more intimate conversation after a day of shared experiences. Cruise lines typically schedule their most spectacular entertainment offerings on sea days, knowing passengers won't be tired from shore excursions. The production shows, guest performers, and special events are usually of higher quality on these evenings. Rather than trying to attend everything, we recommend choosing one main entertainment event each sea day evening. Arrive early enough to get good seats, and make the show itself an event rather than just another activity to check off. Before or after the main entertainment, consider exploring some of the ship's smaller venues. The piano bar, jazz lounge, or comedy club often offer more intimate entertainment experiences where you can continue conversations between performances. One of our favorite sea day traditions is ending the evening with a nightcap in a quiet spot. After the main entertainment ends and many passengers head to bed, ships offer peaceful corners where you can reflect on the day together. Find a comfortable lounge with ocean views, order a special drink or dessert, and take time to share your favorite moments from the day. This simple ritual creates closure and helps cement memories of your sea day experiences. As one cruise director told us, the couples who seem happiest on our ships are those who take time each evening to acknowledge the day they've shared. It's not about doing everything, it's about appreciating what you did do. While the principles we've discussed apply broadly, different types of cruisers may need to adapt these strategies to their specific preferences and circumstances. Let's explore how various cruisers can make the most of sea days. For the first-time cruisers, if you're new to cruising, sea days can feel overwhelming due to the sheer number of options. Start by exploring the ship systematically, perhaps dedicating your first sea day morning to visiting each deck and noting spaces you'd like to return to. Don't feel pressured to participate in every activity. Instead, choose one morning activity, one afternoon activity, and one evening event. Leave the rest of your time unstructured to simply enjoy the ship and each other. Most importantly, remember that it's impossible to do it all on a modern cruise ship. Focus on quality experiences rather than quantity. If you and your partner prefer an active lifestyle, sea days offer plenty of opportunities for physical engagement. Beyond the fitness center, look for active classes like yoga, Pilates, or spinning. though these often require advanced registration. Many ships also offer sports courts, climbing walls, mini golf, or even surfing simulators that are less crowded during certain hours of sea days. The jogging track is typically quietest early morning or late afternoon. Consider alternating between joint activities and individual workouts. This gives you both the benefits of exercise while still creating shared experiences to discuss later. For relaxation-focused cruisers, if your primary goal is relaxation, sea days are your opportunity to perfect the art of doing nothing, a skill many of us have forgotten in our busy lives. Identify the most comfortable relaxation spaces early in the cruise. This might be your private balcony, a secluded corner of the adults-only area, or a specific lounge with comfortable seating and good views. Consider investing in a spa pass for sea days if your ship offers a thermal suite or thalassotherapy pool. These adults-only wellness areas provide the ultimate relaxation environment and are typically less crowded than the main pool areas. If you enjoy meeting new people, sea days provide the best opportunities for forming connections with other passengers. Look for organized activities designed for socializing. Trivia contests, game shows, dance classes, or wine tastings all create natural conversation opportunities. Consider joining a progressive trivia team that meets throughout the cruise. This creates ongoing social connections that can enhance your entire voyage. Remember that meal times can also be social opportunities. If you enjoy meeting new people, request shared seating at breakfast or lunch on sea days. You'll often find other couples with similar interests who are also looking to connect. As we wrap up our journey through sea day strategies, I want to share one final thought about why mastering the art of sea days matters so much. In our busy lives, true unstructured time with our partners has become increasingly rare. We live in a world of constant notifications, endless to-do lists, and perpetual productivity pressure. Even our vacations often become packed itineraries of must-see sites and activities. Sea days offer something different, a pause button on the world, a chance to remember what it feels like to simply be together without an agenda, to rediscover conversation, connection, and the simple pleasure of shared experiences. My wife and I have found that the benefits of well-spent sea days extend far beyond the cruise itself. They remind us to create more unstructured time together at home, to prioritize sunrise moments and sunset rituals, to balance activity with rest, togetherness with independence. So whether you're planning your first cruise or your 50th, I encourage you to approach your sea days not as travel days, but as the heart of your cruise experience. Days that offer unique opportunities for relaxation, reconnection, and even rediscovery of each other. The ports will provide amazing memories of new places, but the sea days, they might just help you rediscover what made you want to travel together in the first place. Thank you for joining me today. Until next time, may your journeys bring you closer together, especially on those beautiful days at sea.